Okay, so I'll just ask questions in this video. So mainly big questions like why do we have 500 plus members of parliament? Why do we have over 100 ministers? Small country, because all of those people are taking our money and it's going to waste. We don't need 500 MPs. Why don't we have hospitals that are well furnished and well supplied with the necessities, medicines, gloves, uh, sufficient health workers? Why do we have bad roads? Yet we have a lot of resources like gold. I have a feeling that our oil, our Ugandan oil, is already being sold and money is already coming through. I read recently about the history of Dubai and their oil, and I don't know what this will be turned, but within 2 years of discovery of that oil, it was being pumped out and they were getting money for it. But we first discovered our oil back in 2006, and this is almost 2026. Today is 19th December 2025. Almost 20 years later, you can't tell me we haven't started getting any money. These guys got their first money from their oil in 2 years. I think it was like $30 million back in like 1960 something. 20 years. We're exploring and exploring and exploring, hoping for the first drop. With all the resources that we have and are already exploiting. Matthew, Uganda has a gold refinery. That means we have a lot of gold. Where does that money go? Where do we have empty hospital shelves? Where do we have shabby roads? Very shabby and ugly roads. Go around Kafumbe Mukasa. That's around Ham, and I think the other side is Owino Market. See how ugly that road is, filled with filth, rotting stuff, rotting oranges, mangoes, and it's in a heap. Very ugly stuff, rotting, stinky, in a city, in the main city. I think Kampala is one of the ugliest cities in the world, ugliest and dirtiest in the world, and I'm a proud Kampala resident because no matter the distance, I'm still Kampala. I rep Kampala all the way. Mva Kampala. But, bro, Uganda is one of the ugliest cities in the world. And it's shamelessly our biggest city. We don't have any other city that can compete with Kampala. It is an ugly city. I've only been to like 3 cities, major cities, but so far, and what I see on TV and other channels, man, it's so ugly, bro. No, Kampala is so ugly. Why do you have such an ugly city? And we're spending lavishly. Presidential convoy has over, I think, like 25 cars. A poor country. You have 25 cars in the presidential convoy. You're competing with world class countries, first class. What are you proving? Whom are you proving? You as a poor country. Whom are you sending a message to about wealth? What are you proving? You're well known for being poor and you're trying to show off as rich, as wealthy. What are you doing? Poor roads, poor hospitals, dissatisfied health workers, and we have ministers moving around as tycoons, squandering public resources like nobody's business. And we've been intimidated into not having to say anything. But it's our country. It's our country. You don't have any other country, and you will never have any other country. As Ugandans, that's your home forever. Your ancestors and your future generations will forever call that home. But will be silenced. You don't have to say anything. Anything that concerns the development and furthering of our visions as a nation doesn't concern us. We leave it to, we leave it in the hands of these people that don't give a single fuck about Uganda. What are we doing? I thought about bad roads, hospitals, no health insurance. Like at least some of the bare minimum issues that these people should be handling. Health insurance. If a random border guy gets an accident on the road, he'll be able to go to the hospital, get treated, and he pays a small amount. Okay, but the health insurance that is freely available caters for his medication, and maybe he or she has to pay for a small fee, like maybe consultation, because the amount of money that is being lost in extravagance, it's crazy. It could cater for a lot of things, a lot of things. But who cares? The very people in the system don't care. They don't give a fuck. So who is going to care? We are in 2025 and we have kids studying under trees in a government aided school, aided by the government of Uganda. And the blackboard is outside and pupils are sitting on stones, sitting on stones under a tree, and the teacher is delivering in a public aided school, government aided school, 2025. And you would blame people for calling us Jago, Jago men, Jago people. You'd blame Trump for calling us a shithole country. In 2025, you're standing under a tree and you don't want to be called a shithole country. We're a lot of jokers. We're a lot of jokers. Jokers, clowns. I have clowns in government offices. And I kid you not, I think this course also gave maybe some small assistance since the government aided. Maybe they also get chalk. They get the teachers are fairly being paid in a school where people are sitting on stones under trees. Wow. I'll come back. I'll keep coming back for these things.